Hello guys, this is the new soundbar from Samsung. This is the year 2025 and we have the F. The F is the key word for Samsung in the year 2025. This is the Q990F with the subwoofer inside, with the surround speakers inside. Let's check it and see what's new from Samsung and how it's improved compared to the last years. We had A, B, C, D, E, F this year. Let's try to unbox it. It's easy, few tapes. This is the sound bar, guys. This is it. So after the unboxing, we reach this point. This is the sound bar, the new one. Heavy. Then we have cords. The sensors here, remote control, more cords, because we have 4 speakers to connect, including the subwoofer, and HDMI cable included, HDMI to connect your TV. And this year we have, as last year, the soundbar is Roon ready. Roon belongs to Harman Group, which belongs to Samsung Group. It gives 60 days free. 60 days free of Roon to check the Roon. 60 days free offer. This is the new subwoofer here. Smaller in size, but has 2 drivers. It's not light. It's kind of heavy since there are 2 magnets, 2 drivers inside. One 8-inch, second one 8-inch each. What else we have? What else? The surround channels, guys. The surround speakers, the rear speakers. Rear speakers. 2 of them. 1. They look like the last year's ones. And the second one. So here we are, all the speakers and a lot of cables. So guys, this is it. This is the Q990F. The remote control, the soundbar, smart things, and Roon. Even though it comes with a lot of cables, this soundbar is totally wireless. Not totally, okay, you have to put it on the plug, on the mains, and you have to use HDMI if you like to connect with your television, but can play wirelessly a lot of streaming services, Roon, smart things, AirPlay, everything. Chromecast, and these are the speakers to put it on the back, and the new smaller subwoofer. So first things first, on the back it's a Hisense TV. It's just for decoration. 8-inch drivers here. This is the new subwoofer. 8-inch driver here. The previous one used to have an 80-inch driver, but the cabinet was bigger and the architecture was ported. This one is a closed box. It's a closed box. This one is totally closed box. If you do this here, you see the reaction on the other side. And here is the inputs of the subwoofer. We have just one button, indication, mains, and here is the label. Before we start to power up the device, the soundbar, the unit, let's have a look inside to check what Samsung delivered this year. So my curiosity drives me to the subwoofer first, not to the soundbar. This is, leave it for later. Subwoofer. There are some screws underneath that I will remove them. So here we can have a look of the subwoofer. There are some cables here. Let me disconnect them. Actually, there are 2 cables. So here is the electronics of this new subwoofer. We can see the components. This is the power supply. We can see how well is implemented this subwoofer. We see technology of 2025 here, two large capacitors here, heatsink, transformer. This is the switching power module, which delivers the power to the Class D amplifier that follows. There is a fuse here, as we can see. Fuse is inside there. This is the wireless module. This is the module, the circuit, the component, the electronics that the subwoofer connects with the main soundbar wirelessly, and then follows the Class D amplification. You see this chip here. This is, I can say it's the same as last year, UB2124. This draws the audio output, and underneath here is the output stage of this amplifier. That's why we have this heatsink. And then we have some filters here. The topic here is low frequencies, guys. That's why everything is tuned for the low frequencies. Samsung says this subwoofer goes below in terms of frequency compared to the last year's one. Full view of the whole of the board that the subwoofer has. Let's have a look at the drivers as well. Here we have the drivers back to back. You see, back to back. In the region here there is a material, a soft material, elastic one, to absorb the vibration, let's say. I can see the cone is very thick. The cone is very thick and very stiff, so that's good. The chassis is metallic, so we have two extremely good drivers here. So even though they is smaller, this subwoofer line, than last year's, I think it's better because the last year was big box ported, the driver was hidden inside, I could reach it. But this one is more open. There are two drivers, smaller cubic form. We can see there, you see that those holes there, the holes that are here for the temperature of the voice coil. Magnets, big ones. The same applies here. And then we can see two cables here for one woofer and another cable, so the drivers are driven independently, are not in parallel or in series, so they have different outputs from the power module. So no dust cap, it's like inverted dome, huge surround here, very elastic, so the driver must do big ways inside and outside, big paths, to produce these very low frequencies that Samsung claims. And the thickness of the cabinet, it's not thin, you see, it's big. Look, this size, how thick is the wood, and this side as well. Okay, the other sides are not that crucial like this. Look the thickness in this. So the drivers are screwed from outside like this, and then the screw goes inside. So guys, this is the new subwoofer from Samsung. Very impressed. Very advanced from last year, even though it's smaller. I think it's more well made, because last year was just few pieces of wood and a hidden driver of 8 inch, exactly the same in size. I don't think in technology is the same, but the size is the same. A huge, let's say, a driver hidden inside the box. It was ported, but this one can deliver more, and it's not ported. That means plays better sound, better music. So the closed box, the subwoofers, they say that are good for hi-fi. So probably the sound here is more hi-fi than home cinema. That means more clear, not the boom effect. More clear, more nice. So signal comes here in digital form, goes here, and then is the power module that converts. I think nothing, it's being converted into analog here, goes direct out to these two drivers. Even the cables, they have this sponge around in order to not vibrate, to absorb, and not to move inside when the frequencies are very low. So how low can you go, Samsung? A lot. Every year we can improve. So that's what we found here. I haven't listened to Subwoofer yet, but from my experience, I can tell this subwoofer performs better than the previous one. So I put everything together. The subwoofer has these 4 elastic pads when you put it on the floor. But if you like better performance, you can use some special accessories in order to receive more bass. There are some packs that you put underneath here that make the subwoofer perform better. A lot of people, they ask me how I open the surround the rear of this Q990. So underneath the elastic pads here, as you can see, this is the elastic pads. Underneath there are screws. So you remove first the elastic pads and then you discover the screws. So after a lot of examination and removing 1, 2, 3 pieces, I found the inside wall of the surround channel. One driver in front, you see, almost has mini horn here for loading. Another driver, almost identical but in different architecture. This is in different way. You see how it's located, positioned in an angle, but this one is totally front. The speaker goes like this. Driver has, you see, has this kind of horn. And this is the Atmos that fires up to the ceiling. Different horn, different loading methods here. All the speaker, it has this nice material around. This black velvet material around in order to no reflections. Have three drivers, as we said, 1 in front, 1 on the top, and 1 on the side. And here we have the electronics. In this speaker there are 3. In the other surround there are 3 more. This kind of driver that looks like full range driver, to heater to full range, can be found on the soundbar as well, the same exactly. You see, it's very nice driver with a lot of metallic parts. It's not like a joke. You see there the holes for the temperature of the voice coil. So, and here we can see the 3 amplifiers that this speaker, this surround speaker, needed in order to amplify, I mean the signal, the surround 3 channels, the 3 drivers and the 3 amplifiers. Here's the 1, the 2nd, and the 3rd one. It's the UB6470. They are not that powerful in terms of watts as the subwoofers. Subwoofer needs a lot of power, that's why there is a different setup there. And the filters, as you can see, are smaller here. Subwoofer has big ones. Here we don't have full range because no low frequencies here. The driver is like this. The driver, I measured, it's 2 inches. 2 inches, guys. And the amplification sector for these 3 2-inch drivers. And then up here there is another board, as you can see, which is the power supply. Of course, power comes here, goes to the power supply, then goes to this power class D amplification module, and then goes to the drivers, 3 of these. And of course somewhere here is the reception, I mean the signal that it's down there, this one. This is the reception that comes from the main bar, the signal wirelessly here. So guys, this is the surround channel. I think you got an idea. Now let me put everything back together, because it wasn't that easy, the level that I reached here, because I had to remove a lot of screws, faces, glues. This was the presentation of the surround speaker right, Q990F. So guys, after some time of putting back everything together, all the speakers are in perfect form. I clean them because I like to be very neat. Next is the soundbar. So far so good. Samsung has done extremely good job this year as well. I can smell this. What I have been discovered inside says that Samsung is on the right path for the year 2025 for the Q990F.